Honda CV 2011 front rotors and pads. I'm going to show you how to replace them. You need to take out these two 12s down on the caliper. One, and the second one is right here. I already loose it. This is what you do. This is your setup. Just pound it and you should be able to come out. The other one right here. Sometimes they have these like these little pins right here where it spins too with the bolt. So you may just want to have it with the wrench or with the pliers so they don't spin both at the same time. There you go, 2/12, and at this point you should be able to remove your caliper. Right there. I'm gonna use a bungee cord, or you can use a piece of wire hanger or something. Just hook it up on the right here and somewhere here on the coil, on the spring, and don't let this caliper hanging down or drop it, because you're gonna put a lot of tension on this brake hose line, so then you don't want to mess it up. So right here are my pads, brake pads right here. See right there. They have some kind of life, but the guy here asked me to replace them anyways, the whole thing. So I'm not sure how the inner one looks like. Was squeaking, so I think it's the driver's side is the one that is squeaking. So anyway, so you see the one in the inner side, it has this little bracket, so it has to go this way. So make sure when you put the new ones, it has this one the same. Just try to match them. Okay, from here I'm gonna go ahead and remove this shield with my light. These two, I think they're probably 16 right here. These two bolts right there, one right there, and the other one is right there for the bracket. So this is the bracket I was talking about earlier. So two bolts are in the back. I said 16, but they're 17. I was just trying to guess. See, they're in the back right here. I already lose one, two here on the bracket. This is the bracket. So take it out. Right there. Two for the caliper, two for the bracket, two 12s, two 16s, and I should be able to remove my bracket, which is down there, right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this hardware where the brake pads sit, right there and right here too. So I need to remove these two bolts that hold in place the rotor. These two bolts right there. So you can use a screwdriver to give it a shot, and if not, then you have to use a special tool that I can show you later. Okay, this is the tool that I was talking about. It's a puncher, screwdriver. So when you pound this thing on the bottom, this thing kind of pushes and makes it too loose. See right there. And so use a hammer and just pound it, and this thing is gonna keep bouncing and it's gonna lose it. Apply some W40 into the holes. So, and also you can just pound the rotor on the sides. So then because the rotor is sealed on the back because of the rust, and also the screws. So at this point, just remove the screws right here. There's one there. So when you use this tool, this puncher, make sure you're loosen it, because it has to tight and to loose this one right here. So also when you put back the new ones, just line them up. Use these two holes. Also you can use these two holes right here, and you can use two bolts to tie them so they can push the rotor out. But before doing that, you need to remove this. There's no way you can take them out, even if you put the bolts right here. So this is just mainly after taking these two bolts. Sometimes, a lot of times, the rotors they get sealed, but just pound it on the side like I said, and it should be able to remove it. You see all the crap here on the back, or rust, that's where it seals. And so this is your assembly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean all this backing plate. Make sure you don't bend it while working on this side. If you bend it, then your rotor is gonna be rubbing this area, and that's not gonna be good. So don't, at this point is good, but before putting your rotor, make sure you can put rotor and spin it to see if it's not rubbing against the plate. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean here. I'm gonna clean all this part right here too, and install the new rotor. Clean my all my hardware here with brake cleaner, and my caliper right here too as well, and the piston. You see all this crap right here. I have to clean it with brake cleaner before compressing it, so all the dirt doesn't go inside. And also I'm gonna lube my pin slides there too, and clean the whole bracket too. As you can see, guys, I apply some clean degreaser. You can use any brand as long as it's 2 degrees. Apply it all over here, a little brush right there, and I'm gonna use my brake cleaner. Make sure you wear goggles, eye protection, so this thing doesn't spray on your eyes. Make sure you wear gloves too as well. Sorry, so it's kind of looking pretty good. I might clean a little bit more. I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm using or what I'm doing. So okay guys, those are the front rotors now. Always compare them. Make sure they're the same size. Let me show you. Just compare them that they match the same size, and also make sure you're grabbing the front ones, not the rear ones. So the front ones, they have a like double bracket, I mean double plated, and you see the rear ones. I'm gonna do the rear ones too. They only have this one, only one, so it has this little groove right here. And also make sure you're grabbing the front one, the the right one's rotor. um, don't put it wrong. This one is the passenger side, which is uh, the right one, and this one they have a an R, meaning that that's the right one, and this one, and this one you can see the L, that's the left one, which is the driver side. So make sure they both match, and also you see where the board is gonna go there. It's gonna be right here. You see this one right here, this hole. Try to put this one right there. They're gonna match. So just sorry. It's kind of hard to right now one hand and recording with the other one. See, yeah, just you see how that, you can just tap it. It's pretty much in. So you can use your two bolts right there. But before doing that, I'm doing it just to show, and I'm gonna use brake cleaner right here. Clean it all the way around. They come from factory with a little bit of like oil, so it doesn't get rust. And so just clean it, and then you can use most people, they don't use it, but you can see, so really like kind of coarsy. So the brake pads are, they start forming their own shape while you're braking. So let's say if it was this kind of shape, no grooves, no slotted, drill slotted, I would I would sand with a little bit of sandpaper to make a little bit like coarsy. But this one I don't have to. You can use sandpaper like 220 or 320, just go slightly over on this one too if you want to, but you don't have to. So just clean around, and then with a paper towel, blue paper towel, just kind of like clean it. Now install your little two screws right here. See, go one at a time, nicely and evenly. As you can see, the the caliper is going in evenly. Once you hit, just snap them. You don't need to torque them really hard or tighten them really hard. See, like that. Yes, mainly. In fact, some of the cars, they don't even have this bolt to hold the rotor back in place. But it is always nice when the cars, they come with this kind of system. So right there, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my caliper, lube my pins. I'm gonna take out my pins and lube them. You see, let me see. This one needs a little bit of grease inside. Clean them. Yeah. Takes a little bit of photo retriever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean them, and then, as you can see, guys, already applied some degreaser. You can just use brake cleaner, but you're gonna with degreaser, it kind of soaks and breaks down all the brake dust that it built up and all the gunk that's in here. So I'm just trying to show you. See how clean and nice it's coming out. So I'll show you when it's already clean. So as you can see, guys, I cleaned my caliper already, and I took out the slide pin out of this boot, and as you can see, the other one is right there. You see right there. So I glue it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it back. So let me use my phone to see right there. You see right there, and it click itself right there, and you can just play around with this thing. So once you put it back on there in place, you just light them up. So see right there. So this is the main purpose. The pin needs to trigger back and forth. So this is what it does when you brake in, the brakes are like moving this way. They brake, and they have to open. So this is what it does. Helps the brakes back. Okay. So this is nice. This is need to look at this one. What I did is you just pinch right here, or you can use a little screwdriver, flat screwdriver, but you don't have to. You see, I'm using one hand only. As you can see, the grease is pretty dry. No grease pretty much at all. So just lube it and put it back in place. Yeah, this is what I'm using. Okay, so this is my bracket. See the holes right here, they have to match in the back. So just slide it in right here, and use your two bolts right here to 2/17. And the other one should be somewhere here. Okay, so excuse me for my recording, but let me see if I can. Right there. You see that? It's kind of hard to record one hand and work with one hand only, but I know I can manage it. So just hand tie first, you see right there, and then use your 17. There we go. So I'll give you the torque specification once I post it on YouTube for those two in the back, for the brackets, 2/17, and also I'll give you the torque specification for the caliper, for the 212s. So at this point, I'm almost done, but I need to start working on on the caliper. I had to compress my piston, but before doing that I had to clean all the gunk that is in there, and just compress it slowly, little by little, so you don't spill on the upper reservoir right there. You don't you don't spill any brake fluid, but you can also put a rag if you're lazy like me. And also you can take out a little bit of brake fluid, so then you don't end up spilling anything when you compress the piston. So this is the tool I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the caliper, the piston, compress the piston, lube my pads. A lot of times people, they don't use any lube for the pads, or even for the right here, this little corner right here. You can use a little bit here, right there, so once they go in here they kind of move like back and forth when they break, so kind of it's not dry like metal to metal. Okay, but don't put too much, just a little bit, so that you don't have grease on your rotor, and that won't be good. Okay, this is my setup for compressing the caliper. As you can see, I use a all brake pad from the same side. My brake compressor tool, and just keep spinning. If I can show you, my phone battery is dying. Just go slowly, so you don't end up spilling too much. I mean, some brake fluid on the top of the reservoir tank. You can always go and look. Like I said earlier, you can take out some of the brake fluid, and so let me, okay, so I'm done. Sure. Now it's compressed nice and clean. So you may want to sure that you especially clean here. You can use a little sandpaper too, or a wire brush, what the pads are gonna be mounted, I mean breaking on. Make sure the cylinder, the piston right here, the edges are nice and clean. So at this point I'm done compressing my piston. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the pads, and then we can go from there. So I apply a little bit of this brake quiet CRC, and so just in order to put it back in the pads, install pad, put it first on this side, and then kind of press like a little bit down, and you see right there, and then voila, you see it's nice and even. See right there on the bottom too. Let's see if I can show you better with the light. So it's sitting nicely there too. So do the same thing with the other one on the back, which is this one right here. This thing has to go on the back facing this way, and also clean your pads with brake cleaner before installing them. Same here in the back, before you apply the brake quiet disc, and then just install your caliper, which I already compressed my piston. So I'm almost done with the right side. You see, I'm installing the inner brake pad. um, you see right here on the bottom, and then here just kind of like press down, line up your brake pad, and there we go. I don't know if I recorded that part, but you see right there. So it's flush on both sides. You see right there. Should be even. Make sure this goes on the top, and make sure you don't grabbing the wrong pads. Like this is for the right side, and this is for the left side, which is driver side. See right here. So different ones. So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my caliper, which is right here. I'm just gonna have to detach from this. Let's see. So right here. So just kind of like you have to kind of push your slide pin, so then your caliper, I mean your lines up right there. You see right there. See if I can. You see right there. Piston is right there. The bracket is going right here. So there we go. You see this one I'm talking about. This one. Just push. So then you can put your 12 right there. Like I said, it's a little bit tricky to be recording one hand and there you go, right there. So your caliper going in, see, it's nice. And just line up this one right here. You see, you can type it. Don't use your power tools. Always do it by hand, or with your ratchets or your wrenches, whatever you're using. See right there. So you may have to use a little wrench right here, so then when you tighten this bolt, the bolt itself doesn't spin. So let's see if oops. No, in this case, this one didn't spin. Yep. So just snag them, but I'm gonna look for the torque specification so then I can post it on the video. So at this point I'm done with the front brake pads and rotors. I always make sure everything looks nice and tight, and triple check your work. And now you can go inside the car and press your brake pedal, so the piston closes. And then I'm gonna work on the other side of the car too, and then once I'm done, um, I'm gonna take it for a ride to adjust the brakes, so then I can be done. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions, let me know. So whatever I did on this side is pretty much identical on the other side, on the driver's side. So okay, you guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, give me a like, and if you have any questions and I think I can give you guidance, let me know. So at this point I'm completely done. I'm just gonna compress the pedal, the brake pedal, and also put the tire, torque the tire to maybe like around maybe 85 foot pounds. But I'm gonna go check the specification too for the tire. So, okay, thanks for watching. Okay guys, I went ahead and looked for the torque specifications for the calipers. It calls for 25 foot pounds. So right there. Oh, there you go, 25. And I do believe the one on the back, it says 79.6. So I'm just gonna adjust my torque range, and then I'm gonna torque to the right specifications. But I just wanted to give you the torque for the caliper and for the bracket. All right, thanks. Okay guys, I'm already done working on the driver's side. You can see the rotors. I already installed everything back, brand new. So like I said, it's pretty much the same procedure, working on the right side or the left side, or the left side to the right side, the same concept. So I'm done with this job for now. You guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, thanks, bye. Honda Civic 2011, rear brakes, rotors and pads. So the way I'm gonna do is, as you can see, I already lose those two 12s right here for the caliper, for the piston. And then this, you wanna remove this one too, this 12 that is holding the brake line, so then you have more play to take out the caliper. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. So take these two out, and then take this 12 on the back right here, which are loose, and then you see the thing comes out, and then your caliper has more play now. This brake line has more play, so you can take it out, stretches out. See right there. So this is the word, the tool on the back. So it kind of releases pressure on the hose, and you have more play, so you can take it out. So there's your piston that I have to compress. Have to clean all this crap in here. So also, when you do rear brakes, make sure you release your emergency parking brake, so it's not compressing the pads, and so you can be able to take it out. So those are the pads right here. This one too, and we had to remove these two bolts right here for the bracket, which is this one right here and this one right there. So I do believe those are 14, I mean. So I'm just gonna, so then by taking one take this out, then the brackets come out. This bracket should be able to come off. Okay, so I lose already the two bolts. There are two 14s right here for the bracket that holds the pads. So one, there's two, and I should be able to take out my bracket. Okay. So then this take out these two screws that hold the brake disc rotor. One, so most of the time those things are sealed, so you can use WD-40 to penetrate and make them loose. And also what you want to do is just pound it with the hammer right here all the way around, so then it looses, it breaks loose. And also worst case scenario, you have to use one of these punchers. So you just put it on top of the screw and you just pound this thing like the hell out of it. You just keep like holding it and turning this way. So, and once you're done, that's what I was talking about. You see how this thing was sealed. Got a new one somewhere like that. So what I'm gonna do here is just apply some degreaser. And then just brush this. All this gunk right here is mainly all the brake dust, from the past that in time just gets stuck. So after you're done like scraping this thing with the brush right here, then just apply some brake cleaner and we watch. Let me show you. See, nice and clean. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the caliper too, and compressor, and also the bracket. Nice. it soak for a little bit and then brush it. So this is the tool that I'm using for to compress my caliper, and I'm sure you can use like maybe another, maybe like a big screwdriver or pry bar or something to get on the grooves. But you see, I have different sizes right there. So yes, and it just keep doing like, you see, it's pretty easy to do it. So that's how you compress your piston. It's right there, you see. A little bit more. There you go, right there. So should be able to put everything back in place. So I already cleaned my bracket right here. You can see this. I can clean a little bit more, but it's gonna do it leave it like that. And got my I'll go get my brake pads and my rotors. Okay guys, so here are my rotors. The one for the rear side, driver side. So you can see right there, that's the part number 2 if you want to buy it. So L means left, so driver side, and R means the right side. So especially these ones are these ones doesn't matter because there is no powder on the grooves on the rotors, but this one it does matter. This one, as you can see, the grooves coming this way, like cutting this way, like that, and the other side, like the right side, is backwards. So what I'm saying, you see, you gotta go that way, and you see the grooves on this one, which is the right side. So you don't want to put this one on the left side; it will be wrong. So just before installing, always make sure, try to compare them. You see, same size. Um, Same with the brake pads, right there, they're same. What it changes sometimes is this right here, this backing plate, the shims, and but the size and this part right here, they have to match. So this is for the left side, and the other ones right here are for the right side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this with brake cleaner and put it on the car. Okay, I'm about to install this rotor here. So let's see, this side should be on this side right here. No, this one right here. Remember to match this hole with the hole on the back, so then you can put your 2 little screws that hold in place the rotor. Okay, what is my other one? Right here. make sure you spin your rotor and this back in place, no rubbing. I'm gonna open the remote this side so then it's not rubbing with your rotor. Okay, so this is so beautiful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my bracket right here, which is this one right here. But before doing that, I'm gonna loop some grease on the pins so then they can do its work, its job. I mean, I can tell this one, this is here. So okay, let me show you. Okay, so I took out my slide pin for the caliper, for the bracket I mean, and then I lube it, and I'm gonna try to put it back. Let me see if I'm gonna put it on my lap so that I can have some more leverage. See right there. And the little boot should click. You see, you hear that little click, and now it should be able to retrieve itself. There you go. So just with your fingers, or you can use your a little screwdriver to take it off. A little boot, I mean out of the boot. Okay, I'm having a little hard time because this thing is seized. It's kind of like stuck, and this is the reason why you want to, you see it has no, like the grease inside is dry already with a lot of gunk. It's like glue. So now you have to clean this thing and put a little bit of lube and then just put it back. As you can see guys, I put in my bracket and just bolt these two. Make sure you don't, these little washes right here, sometimes they tend to drop, so then just make sure they're there when you put your bracket back. Same with this one right here. So and those ones are 14. Yes, one at a time, so then you bracket. There you go. So brackets in. I grease the pins, slide pins, and then this is my caliper. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pads right now and put them on top of the rotor. Okay, as you can see guys, it's a metal thing right here, machine. This the inner pad that goes like that. It's already installed right there. Just like slide them like this one right here, you see. Just slide it. Those ones in the back are very easy to install them because they have a lot of space. You pretty much just like slide them in. So you can see both are flush, my inner and my outer. So now it's time to put the caliper back on, and it's already compressed, as you can see here. So I'm just gonna put it back on, and I'll show you when it's in. Okay guys, I'm done with the driver's side, rear brake pads and rotor. So pretty much the right side is gonna be the same, identical. So right there is the right one. So what I just did, I couldn't show you because I'm recording one hand. So I just put my caliper and just tie these two bolts right here, and then after that what I did, I put this brake hose line back in place and with this tool, so now it's not loose, dangling it. So I already compressed my pedal, my piston I mean. So looks pretty good. So so I'm gonna go ahead and do the right side, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I might be able to help you out. All right, thanks.